Hey, hey, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the call. This is Sal Leto. I'll be your host for the evening. We'll have a nice, straight to the point overview. We're not going to take much of your time. We respect your time. And at the same time, we're going to have some fun. So we'll be getting started in just a moment. We like to give about a minute or so for people to make sure that they're plugged in and that they can see the presentation so that they don't miss any important parts of it. Feel free to let us know in the chats where you're dialing in from this evening. I know for some of you, it's probably the morning time, right? We have people from all over the world dialing in, and the chats are open. Mr. Mark Williams, first in line, Cleveland, welcome. It was great seeing you in Vegas. Can't wait for our next meeting. We also got Mark Chevery, London, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to the call. Friendly neighbors from the north. Got Darlene from Las Vegas. Welcome to the call. It was nice meeting you as well. Even though it was brief and we got to at least take those pictures together. Hey, Erica, great to see you. We got Shirley from Destin, one of the most beautiful beaches in the country. Chattanooga. Hey, Bob. Carmen, welcome to the call. Maryland, Montreal. All right. The call is filling up. So here's what we're going to do. I show 2 minutes past the hour on my end. So I'm going to jump right in. Like I said, we're going to respect your time tonight. We have a lot of positive and exciting things going on, and you'll see it. Sometimes you'll hear me use cliches and things that, maybe you've heard a million times from presentations and commercials. But the difference here is that we can substantiate what we're saying. We really do have some cool things happening. We don't need any hype. We think we can help some people, and that might mean you. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You'll be the one to decide that here in just a few moments once we get through this presentation. So we're going to talk about what are we doing in the digital space to help people grow capital, right? That's a matter of function, right? Function. What do we do, right? But the truth is, before you look at what we do, we should talk about who we are. That is more important. If you're gonna try something out, you're gonna join a program or become a part of a community or give something a try, your experience and your outcome will largely be dictated by who you were working with on that project and who was behind that project, right? That's really what makes or breaks the success of a project, right? So taking a look at that, I'm going to share a few things that we stand for. And here's what I would say in our chat. If you are already a member of the community, you've already enrolled, you're already getting on our live calls, feel free to share with the guests tonight. I'm sure we have a lot of guests. I can see the numbers on the call filling up. Probably a lot of new people. This is the first time that they're looking at our platform. So I think it's powerful if you want to share in the chats that you can attest to what we're saying here, right? Because hey, I'm the presenter, right? So who cares what I say? I'm biased. I'm a developer of the project, right? Who cares what my opinion is? My opinion is going to be positive, of course, right? Because I'm incentivized to grow the platform, right? But what about you? If you're a member of the community, you may not be directly incentivized to grow the platform. So feel free to share in the chat what your experience is with our community and our calls and the growth that you've experienced in your own life as we go through these, right? To see if this is true. So we do believe in a daily commitment to our goals, right? We're not here to show up once in a while. We're here, we dive in, it's fast, it's intense. We want to grow, we want to make results and learn as fast as possible. Number two, we believe in having respect and encouragement to others. You know, you have to be lifted up to see greater horizons, right? If you can visualize that, The world is very good at telling you that you're no good and that it sounds too good to be true. The world is very good at disrespecting you because the world doesn't see its own value, right? If someone disrespects you, it's because they don't see their own value. Because if they have a high level of respect for themselves, it's because they understand the value of their own human life, right? And they would show that to others, right? But in our community, we know our value, and that's why we know your value. And that's why we come to you with respect. We encourage you. It'll change your life, right? Getting on our calls, it absolutely will. Number three, we believe in having a strong, positive belief in our potential. We like to say this: you cannot hit a target that you can't see, and you'll never see a target that you don't believe exists. It starts with belief. It really does. That's where it starts. Belief allows you to see. Once you can see, you can arrive, right? And that's like the first step, right? We have a very strong belief in our capabilities together. Number four, honesty and transparency. That's something that's very important to us. We want to be just real, right? We're not here to deceive you and create fake success stories and make people join us with a false hope of success and potential. No, we're real. We're very open with our results and the performance of our products and software, because that's what it takes to get to the next level, right? You got to be real with where you're at. If you're not real with where you are, then you don't know how to get to the next step because you're not even aware of where you are, right? These are some common sense things, but unfortunately, a lot of communities or marketers, they don't apply these things, right? But we are very transparent. We're very real. We acknowledge our progress one day at a time. And then lastly, making decisions that improve the next couple of years, not just the next couple of months. That means we think long term. Yes, we want to get you off to a fast start. Yes, we want to help you grow. You may be in a situation where you have a lot of immediate needs. We want to meet those needs as soon as possible without neglecting proper decisions and proper planning for the future, right? The way I joined this project was someone that was near and dear to me gave me a call and said, "Come over to my house so we can plan the next 20 years." Right? That sold me right there. Right? I was like, okay, I get to work with amazing people and we're focused on long-term sustainability, and it's not just another 90-day launch, right? A fly-by-night opportunity. No way. So talking about sustainability, this platform, it's called Youngevity Trading Academy, and it's on the platform of Youngevity. So you could go look up Youngevity. Youngevity has been in business for over 26 years. That's how you know it's not a fly-by-night company. They have tremendous stability and credibility. They have a great reputation. They've always offered real value and integrity with their products and services. Obviously, that's the only way they've been able to last for 26 years and to still be here thriving. They have a proven track record, and it's really because of the owners and the visionaries behind the company. They're a multi-generational family. It's a multi-generational business, and they've always operated by the same principles of integrity. And that's why they're here. That's why we are so grateful to be aligned with them, that we could have fun and build strong and fast because the foundation is so strong through the last 26 years. They also carry a strong emphasis on compliance and clean business practices. And that's something that I appreciate, right? A lot of times people, when it comes to marketing, they cut corners and they don't follow the law, and they practice deceptive, marketing practices with like false income claims and stuff. You won't see that here. This is a very professional company, and that means it's something that you could be very proud of. Again, if you agree with me in the chats, and because you're already aware of this, let the world know. This is the time to concur or disagree in the chats, right? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Now, we're going to talk about trading capital because the goal is to teach you and to help you learn how to grow your own capital, right? Through the process of trading in the financial markets. So we're going to show you how we do that legitimately, because there are a lot of trading opportunities out there. It's just very hard to find one that's legitimate. And these are the reasons why we are a lot more legitimate than maybe the average company next to us. So number one, you're not sending your money off to some person. You're not sending your money off to some company. You keep your money in your control at all times, right? That means you have full control of your money. You don't have to send it anywhere. We're going to show you how to grow it under your control. And you talk about safety, right? And obviously, with that being said, every trade, every transaction that takes place on your money, you're the one in full control of all of that, which is a nice place to be. A lot of times, if you have to send your money off to someone else, you never see it come back. Well, we don't take risks like that. Okay. Number three, we use a real risk to reward strategy. That means our plan of growth is mathematically sound, and you'll see that we're not here to get lucky. We're not here to just flip money and hope it works out. Some people win, some people crash. No, we're here to teach a system that anybody can follow so that you can grow step by step. We also have risk management and preservation of capital as our number one priority. What does that mean? It means that we're not just here to grow your capital. That's important, right? Obviously, it has to work if it's gonna work, right? But I'll tell you this, it's easier to make money than it is to keep your money, right? So people that are truly wealthy, they understand that principle. They know that preservation of capital is more important than generation of capital, because anyone can get lucky, anyone can come into some money, right? Even you see people, they hit the lottery and then all of a sudden they're broke. Why? Because just because they made some money and got lucky, they were not able to preserve it, right? We do the exact opposite. It's all about preservation. And then lastly, you get to use our technology to build a real skill set that you're learning and that you can use for the rest of your life. And that's the most amazing part, is that you grow as a person and you develop these personal skills that have real world value. And no matter what happens to us, you'll always be able to hold on to the skills that you developed just because you were a part of our program, right? And that, again, that is very, very legit. So we're going to talk about making money. I want to show this disclaimer because everyone needs to know that trading is risky. Your results will definitely vary, right? It's all about how serious you take this, what kind of effort you put in, what type of risk tolerance you have, how well you do at following directions and instructions, right? The information we show here is for educational purposes only. There's no solicitation to invest. We do not give financial advice. Every trade's at your own discretion. And so just make sure you understand the risk that's involved. And when it comes to trading and risking capital with what we do, make sure you don't ever use money that you can't afford to lose. Right now, here's what we like to say: we have a revolutionary simplicity for the modern day trader. We know what the modern day trader looks like. So two kinds of people. Some people have experience, some people don't. And so you need to decide for yourself, which category do you fall under, right? If you do have trading experience, then you're going to really appreciate what we built, because I promise you, you've never seen anything like it in our space. We get feedback all the time. In fact, just this week, we had two master traders. I'm talking about amazing, legit, verified, proven, veteran master traders install our software. They said it was the best installation process they've ever seen. And they said it was the most effective software that they've ever used. Right. And the reason they're able to recognize that is because they have experience, they have context, they can compare our platform to what else they've seen out there. Right now, if you don't have experience and you just don't have that context, well, then you're exactly who we created this for, because we're not here to just help really good traders be better. We're here to help that person that says, nah, I don't know if I could ever get good at this. I don't know if I'd ever be a good trader. That's who we're on a mission to help, right? We want to change the minds of those who think that way. Now, how do we grow capital? We have two very simple strategies. I'm going to show you what those two strategies are. The first one is a daily live trade call that we do every morning. So, hey, we did one today. We do it Monday through Friday, rain or shine, right? Let us know in the chats if you participated this morning on the live trading call. Let us know how you did, right? We had lots of winning success stories this morning in just a few minutes. That's all it was, a few minutes. and people were able to grow their capital this morning. And then the second strategy is we have something called trade alerts, and I'm going to show you exactly what that means. So the live daily trade call is something we built to accelerate your journey having success as a trader. So how do we accelerate it, right? Because that means like we're speeding it up. Normally, trading is really complicated and it takes years to learn. And even if you get started with us and you're new to this, it will still be a journey of where you'll always grow for years to come, right? However, we want you to have an opportunity to earn while you learn. And that's why we created this call where we have a professional coach get onto Zoom just like this every day. They share their screen and they show you exactly how they trade their own account. So they're not telling you what to do, they're showing you what they do. And we found that that is the fastest way to teach someone. So imagine you're looking over the shoulder of a professional trader and they're telling you, okay, here's where I'm clicking. All right, I'm getting into this trade. Now I'm closing that trade. That's it, right? And you're watching there in real time. You could do the same thing. You could follow along. You could participate. You could take the same trades as our professional coaches. And again, you're the one in full control, right? There's no financial advice. No one's forcing you to do anything. No one's messing with your capital. You get to watch and learn in real time. And we've been doing this for over a year. We have over a 70% win ratio. I can tell you it's getting better and better. It's been such a fun week, even this week. And this has been a call that we do every day around 9:30 in the morning Eastern. And it's been truly life-changing for a lot of people. People have told us, like, man, this call gets me out of bed. I get fired up every day. It gets me in the right state of mind. It's a good foundation for my day. It's such a good discipline to be a part of, right? And it gets you into the driver's seat really, really fast. Now, the next strategy I told you are called trade alerts. And this is where if either, let's say you're not available in the morning to get on our call just because of your lifestyle or schedule, or let's say you do get on the call and you have even more time because that call in the morning, it's called the 8-minute trader call because the average trades are open and closed within 8 minutes, right? But let's say you're like, well, I'm willing to dedicate more time than that. I'll trade for an hour, or maybe I have an hour in the morning and an hour at night, right? Well, that's why we developed this other system where throughout the day we have a software that notifies you when there could be potentially good times to take additional trades. And we teach you how to use that. Now, this is the most sophisticated software that I've ever seen. Again, yes, I'm biased because I'm one of the developers of the software, but let me show you what it does. And I challenge you to go find another software out there that does everything ours does, right? So this is all, let's say you get an alert, right? I'll just say that, right? So let me get out my little yellow marker here. And if you're watching the screen, you're paying attention, I'm going to draw a yellow circle in the left bottom corner of the screen. And I circled a blue that is buy. Okay, so what that is, that's it, that's an alert. That's a notification that popped in on someone's computer. You could have that sent to your cell phone, and you could also have it sent to your computer or laptop, to your tablet, right? And what that's saying is that there's an opportunity here to place a buy trade on this chart, right? Now, this chart, you can see it has green and red candles. It's showing how the price is going on that chart, right? This chart is actually showing the price of gold. You trade gold, like the price of gold, using our software. And so the alert comes in and it asks you if you want to take the alert. Now, if you take the trade, this is what the software will do. It'll perfectly calculate the risk for that trade. And why is that crazy and amazing? Because trading requires a lot of math because you're dealing with your money, right? How much are you risking? How much do you want to make? There's a lot of math that goes into all of these calculations, and it has to happen really fast. The software does all of the mathematical calculations for you instantly and automatically. Now, I talked about having a sound risk to reward plan so that we're not here to get lucky. We're here to track our results and make sure that the math is in our favor, right? That we're set up for a win. You can see that there's these lines that we show you how they help you determine what your risk is and what your profit is. We have what's called professional level entries, meaning you'll see there's really pinpointed targeted entries on these trades, right? Our software does a really deep dive into the analysis on the exact area to click the button to get into the trade. And every trade comes with what's called a stop loss, which protects you from losing capital. Now, this is a lot. And if you're new, you're like, I don't even understand what all of this means. Like, this is crazy. It's a lot of functionality. It could be very complicated. Well, what if I were to tell you this? The the best part of everything I just showed you is all of that happens with one click. That's it. One click of a button. So how's that possible? Well, that's why we call it the one-click trader, because you download the software, you put your settings into the software, and then you turn it on. Once you have it on and running, you're going to get the alerts, and the software is going to ask you, do you want to take the trade? If you click the yes button, then the software is going to do everything that I just showed you automatically. All of your risk calculations and making sure you're protected. It does all the math. It's looking for your targeted exits on the trade. I mean, it's wild, right? And it's like the easiest way for a new person who doesn't know how to do all of those steps on their own, and it would take months to learn it all. It's the easiest way for a new person to get into professional trades, right? So this is called the one-click pro trader because you trade like a pro with just the click of a button. And because it has all of those settings built in, it removes the emotion and the self-sabotaging habits from your trading. So if you do have experience trading, you know that trading is emotional and it's stressful to the psyche, right? To the human brain, right? You go into fight or flight mode sometimes and you do things where you're sabotaging yourself. Well, if everything's built into a system and all you're doing is clicking a button, well, then it prevents you from messing yourself up, right? And it forces you to follow a proper trading plan and not doubting yourself and changing the plan, right? So that's our software. And these are all the other highlights with our community, right? The daily calls, those alerts I'm talking about, that's 24 hours a day. You get access to all future software updates included in the cost to join. You have a trading academy with hundreds of hours of really detailed education and fun calls that you can go through to learn to become an excellent trader. We do weekly psychology classes. I mean, that's how far we go. It's like, who the heck does psychology classes for trading? We do every single week. Guess when our next one is? Tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, every Thursday, we have a special psychology masterclass with a real expert on human psychology, a gentleman who has studied neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and epigenetics for over 20 years. And he comes on every Thursday to teach our traders how the brain works, how that's connected to our emotions, how that dictates our behavior and our habits, so that we can learn how to rewire all of that and make sure that the way we think and the way we feel is in alignment with our trading goals. It's such a powerful experience. And you can attend the call tomorrow for free. So that means tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, you can click the same link that you're on right now. You can click that link, get onto the call for free. We're going to open the doors. We do this twice a month. So that's tomorrow morning is one of those 2 days of this month. It's the last time for this month at 9:30. You could watch us trade. Remember, the trading is only 8 minutes, and then we roll right into the psychology class, right? So you could spend 20 minutes, spend 30 minutes with us, and I believe it'll blow you away. You'll see the value. You'll be like, wow, I need to join this community, right? We do live alert trading calls. You get private coaching. access to our experienced professional coaches, access to our community. We have hundreds of people that are inside of a group chat that are all on the same goal of becoming a successful trader. And there's lots of encouragement where you can ask questions and work with like-minded people. Right now, how much is all of this? I'm just gonna say it because honestly, it's way underpriced. It's 600 bucks. That's the price to get everything that I just told you. And that's everything. I'm talking about the software, the daily calls, the coaching, the psychology classes, the academy, the support. Everything is $600 to get started. If you like the academy, you want to stay on the live calls, you want to keep getting the alerts, it's $199 a month starting the second month to maintain access. Now, I did a presentation like this with a friend of mine earlier today, like 3 hours ago. I just did another presentation, but it was just with one person. It was a good friend of mine and who has experience in trading. And when I showed him the price, he was surprised. Honestly, he said, wow. He goes, are there other charges for other parts of the program? I said, no, that's it. It's 600 bucks, 199 a month. He said, for what you're doing for people, he goes, man, that's cheap. That's a really good price. I said, I know. I said, the truth. I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys because we are transparent. We wanted to price it higher, right? So we have an entire team of developers, including my wife and I. And when we first started this journey 2.5 years ago with Youngevity, and we were talking about how to price this program out appropriately to be competitive, but to still show the value of the program, we wanted to price it at $3,000 because that's really, I mean, that's like a minimum, 3 grand. We've paid way more than that to get to where we're at, right? There's a cost to success, right? There's a cost for people's time, for people's expertise, to get access to powerful technology. Obviously, all those things cost money, and we've paid way more. And Youngevity, as a company of value and integrity, they said, look, we don't charge people thousands of dollars for stuff. We actually try to be more affordable because if we're considered affordable, we can reach more people. And that's the vision. The vision is not to just help some people who have some money to make more money, but it's to help everyone. And that was powerful for us. We saw that vision. We said, you know what, you're right. Yes, the program is super valuable, but at the end of the day, it's not about the price, it's about the people, right? It's not about an income, it's about the impact. We could help so many more people by having the program to be at this type of cost. And so that's why we've had people from all around the world be able to join us, even from second world, third world countries, right? People can join us because the program is accessible, right? So here's a couple of things that you need to consider because it's not for everyone, that's for sure. These are some of the benefits though. I just showed you a low cost, right, to get started and maintain access. You could do this from anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection, right? Obviously, if you're on this call, you have one. I would say this is the best business that you can start for yourself in coming from like a cost versus reward basis. What that means is like this is a real business, right? You learn how to trade, you learn how to make money from home. It's a digital business, right? To increase your monthly income. But there's no inventory, there's no employees. You don't have to sell stuff. You don't have to talk to people. So it's not complicated at all, right? You get started immediately. There's zero limits or caps on your success potential, right? You could take this as far as you want to go. If you just want to learn how to slightly increase your monthly income, you could do that. If you're like, no, I'm going to radically change my life and I'm going to learn all I can, well, guess what? You could do that. I like being in a space where I'm not limited on my potential, right? The harder I work and the smarter I work, the more money I want to make. You could do that with trading. And like I said, it's not just the money part. You're going to grow as a person, not just a business person, right? You will become a different person. So what's next? I told you I promised you I'd respect your time. We're not on here all night long, right? We're done. That's it. What's next? The next step, there's a couple things that I challenge you to do. Number one, if you're on this call and you're a guest, it's because someone invited you. They thought of you. And I think that that's pretty cool that they thought of you, right? They thought maybe you could benefit from this program. So that person deserves a thank you at the very least, right? Even if it's not for you, at least thank the person who thought of you and invited you to this private presentation tonight. Get back with them. You can only join the program if you know somebody, because we have to make sure that you're connected to people who can help you and support you through the process. This isn't something where you just go to some website and sign up and no one knows who you are and you just get lost on your own, right? This is a journey where we help people one person at a time. The next thing that I challenge you to do is look under the hood, look behind the scenes, and try us out before buying us out, right? What does that mean? It means tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning Eastern, click on the same link. In fact, I'd get on a little bit early, like 9:25. Get on a little bit early on the same link that you just clicked on this one here, and you're going to watch us take trades in real time. You'll see how we actually trade and how we lead people on that morning call to see how we help people grow their capital. It's a fun call, and that's a really fast experience. It's like 10 minutes, and then we go right into our master class with psychology, and it's powerful. It really is. It's a powerful class to be a part of. So at the very least, hey, it's free. We're inviting you. It'll totally bless your day, right? So with that being said, thank you so much for your time. It's my pleasure to be here and to present this powerful information to you. It's been such a joy working on this project. Everyone, with all your comments in the chats, thank you for participating and for sharing. I think it's awesome to see that it's not just my biased opinion, that we're pretty awesome. I think a lot of people agree with this. And hey, God bless you. Have a great rest of the night wherever you are in the world. Have a great rest of the day. And we'll see you on tomorrow's call, 9:20, 9:25 a.m. Eastern. Click the same link and I'll see you there. Thank you so much.